Well, 2nd of June here. Start of the new financial year has been a bit of a fizzer so far. I've only had the one sale over the past couple of days. I say that. I've had a couple of other sales, but they haven't paid yet. This is the only one that's paid. Sold Cross 3D hardcover trade paperback out of the trade paperback lot. We are over $100 into profit now on this first auction lot. So this is all profit. This one we got $32.50 for, which is a pretty good sale price plus the postage. I'll get it out, but that's the only sale that we've had. I'm on vacation from the weekend, so going to be going on an away mode, and then yeah, hopefully when we get back, we can get straight back into it. Hopefully we're getting onto Whatnot. Been watching some pretty cool Whatnot streams over the past few days. Really want to get on there and start selling these in large batches. So hopefully they get sorted while I'm away. We'll see. All right, get it packed. Catch you next time. Morning. Oh, well, I was talking about having no sales come through at the start of this new financial year, but overnight we've had 4 sales come through, and they're all pretty good sales as well. First up, we've got this new sealed Batman 89 hardcover trade paperback. This one went for $42.50. And it is off to the USA as well, so we got a whole bunch of international postage on that one, so that's pretty cool. Next up, out of a recent locker unit, we got this little Michael Schumacher figure. It does have an ink blot on the bottom, which I've put into the description, but this little figure, you can see it's tiny, only about this the size of my big finger. $50 plus postage, also off to the USA. Was it off to the USA? It's definitely international shipping, but that's a really good sale, so loving that one. Next, I sold one of these the other day, the Punisher, Die Hard and the Big Easy. Did a sell similar, sold within a couple of days, so only $3.80 plus postage on that one, but still it's all profit. And then finally we sold this double CD to a repeat buyer, $5 plus postage. The Genius of Lionel Bart, stage, pop songs and demo and rarities. He also messaged and said, could I check this one in the same parcel package, which of course I can. He hasn't paid for this one yet, but I'll just get them packaged up anyway and sent out. So together they went for $10 plus postage, which is pretty good. So that's a nice start to the day. Yeah, hopefully we get a few more sales before I go on away holiday mode tomorrow. Yeah, let's see how we go. Morning everyone. Last postage day. Maybe we get some post out tomorrow, we'll see. But definitely the out of office is away on eBay now, so we shouldn't get too many more sales. I do have a few sales that came through overnight. I've got one pending that I'm working on a deal with. So let's have a little bit of a look at what we've got. I'm going to start off with this pair of white Dr Martens boots. So these came out of the most recent unit that we did, the one with the pops and stuff. They cleaned up okay. They're a little bit, they are scuffed up. But looking online, people kind of seem to buy them in this state, so they were advertised as scuffed, and of course I took loads of pictures of those. We did end up getting $55 plus postage for these, which is pretty good, which was 10% of what we're trying to make back on that unit. So we are slowly making or getting closer to profit on that unit. I really need to sell the pops is what it will come down to. Next up we have another trade paperback. So this is a Superman 78, brand new hardcover. It is also within its original cellophane wrapping. So I managed to get $37.50 plus postage on that one. I do have another one, so that's been relisted, and hopefully we'll get another sale out of that. Finally, I thought these would go a little bit quicker than they did. I've got a whole stack of these Goosebumps books. So this is issue number 1 and 4. I ended up just getting $10 or $5 a piece for each of these plus postage. I think I've got a set of 12 or 20 as well. But yeah, I thought they would sell a little bit quicker than they did, especially at that price. I think that's a good price. So. I'm also working on a stack of CDs. So I've been backwards and forwards with a guy. So he wants to buy all of these, plus the ones that I'd already packaged up. So we'll just just get those unpackaged, but hopefully he'll take all these and we'll get that squared away and out to the post today before we go on holidays for 2 weeks. You won't notice in the eBay continuum, but yeah, I'll be heading out for 2 weeks to a tropical place. When I come back, I'm really going to try and take it to the next level in terms of, let's call it professionalism this year. So I'm going to get an eBay store. I'm going to get some accounting software. We're going to pick up stuff. I'm going to go and buy like a trailer that I'm going to use for the business, so I can do a lot more bigger storage units, maybe with some furniture in it. So we're going to try and take it to the next level, with the idea being that at some point in the future this will become my full-time gig. So I think I will do a post on how we did this financial year, being the 4th of July today. I think we definitely doubled what we did last year. We'll probably need a 5x what we're doing to make a sustainable income from that. I'm really hoping Whatnot will come online as well very shortly, and that'll help me move a lot more product a lot quicker, I think. Okay, I'm going to get this packed up and finish out my last day of real work, and then I'll be off on holiday, and I'll catch you all when I come back, hopefully with a beautiful bronze tan. Hey everyone, just back off holiday, going through all of the orders that I got while we were away. I did go on to holiday mode, or away mode, whatever it's called on eBay, but still managed to rack up, I think it's like 18 odd orders over the last 10 days. So people have still been buying, even though there was a delay in shipment. I've got to get everything out today. We got back at like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm a bit bushed doing all the washing. But yeah, we've got to get these orders out. So I'll take you through what we sold. So first up, we've got this stack of CDs here. This guy actually purchased them the day I went, but he wasn't able to get the order through until until the post office had closed on the Saturday. So I'd already packed one up, hoping he'd get it done, but he ended up buying all of these CDs here. So it was $5 plus $77.50, I think, overall. I think I'm going to combine postage, so I'm not sure exactly what the total will be once I've issued the invoice. But he said he doesn't want the cases either, so I'm going to take them all out of the cases and just ship them off as individual CDs, which will save on the postage as well. So that was a pretty good sale. Next up, one of the tarot card lots has sold. This one was out of the latest storage unit that we got, so it's good to see a little bit of money coming back from that. That one went for $15 plus postage, so that was a good sale too. Next one up was another one of the aircraft books. This one was sealed. It's the Messerschmitt BF 110 Zerstörer, Aces of the World War II. I don't know, my German pronunciation is terrible. So yeah, we ended up getting $7 plus postage. I'm willing to profit on this lot now, so pretty much just selling whatever we get. Next up, this is pretty cool. A set of 4 Midnight Men comics. They're kind of got this gold embossing on them, so they're pretty cool. I didn't sell them for 20 bucks. I did get $16 for them though. Nice little package from the 3400 lot. That lot went for $16 plus postage. Next up, I had a bit of a run on DVD sales recently. Normally I don't sell that many. I really don't make a lot of money on them. So I got 3 here. This was advertised as a Leonardo DiCaprio lot. So we have The Revenant, Gangs of New York, and The Man in the Iron Mask. Ended up getting $10 plus postage for those. So I'll probably make a few cents on it. This one's pretty cool. It's Jurassic Park and other movie favorites. So I had a few of these out of I think it was an auction lot. I think average cost was like 6 cents. It's a bunch of movie soundtracks in like I don't know if it's a knockoff, but yeah, like a cheap kind of CD. Interesting piece. Should have sent it out to the beer thrift machine if I'd thought about it. We got $5 plus postage on that one. Next up, I thought this would do a little bit better. It's taken me a while to sell. This is the Minecraft The Ultimate Collection. So it's just a collection of books about Minecraft in a kind of fancy storage case. Yeah, so I thought that would have done a lot better than it did. Only got $5 plus postage for that one. back into the trade paperbacks. This one is Jim Henson's The Storyteller. It's in a hardcover, like new. This was a good sale. We got $25 plus postage for this one. And then back to the 3400 lot of comics, which is now also into profit. This is a 1989 volume 1272 of the Daredevil series. Ended up getting $4 plus postage for this one. Then we got more comics. This was out of one of the original lots that I sold. One of the original lots that I purchased. Again, probably paid over the odds for these. And we're getting $4 plus postage for this Thor 10 variant edition. Again, another trade paperback. This one's a little bit random. Getting Dizzy trade paperback. I have no idea what this one's about. It's going out to a repeat buyer as well, which is nice to see. $10 plus postage for this one. Next up, again, another trade paperback. So these have continued to sell really well for me, and I've still got a bunch left, which is kind of good news. This is King Diamond Abigail. Yeah, not too much. Oh, there you go. King Diamond's classic horror story featured on his 1987 concept album, Abigail. Must be some kind of musical artist, I don't know. Again, in like new condition. It was a good sale, $30 plus postage on that one, so that was good to see also. The trade paperbacks are now really starting to add the profit up for me. Another storage unit find. So this is Teddy's Table, a 4-piece cutlery set, like new in box. They're kind of cute. Just $5 plus postage. I can't remember, oh, that was from the third unit that we did, so I think that one also is in profit. So Spawn, always a good seller for me. I've still got a number of these compendiums left. This is compendium 4. Again, as in kind of brand new condition, really nice and shiny. Got $50 plus postage for this one, so another good sale. Random sale. This came out of a storage unit, I'm pretty sure. It's one of the promotional popcorn things for the Trolls movie, Trolls World Tour. And I've got $8 plus postage on this. This is off to the US as well, which is going to be a pain in the ass to pack, but we will make a little bit on postage anyway. It's pretty cool. And more CDs. Where did I put them? Here he is, Guy Sebastian, Closer to the Sun. So just a regular CD sale. We get $3.80 on plus postage on that one for me. Next up, I wasn't sure these were going to sell. We lived in Germany for a little bit. All my boys learned German. We had a selection of kind of German reading books, kind of kids books. So we got Die Ritterberg, Die kleine Drache Kokonus, Kommt in die Schule, Stups der kleine Schwerwertal, Der Dachs hat heute schlechte Laune. So they were kind of 3 books that were given to us at kind of kids parties. The boys have outgrown them and we're not learning German anymore because we don't live in Germany. All the boys, well, the 2 older boys were fluent by the time we left, and my youngest was kind of conversational, I would say. The older 2 still speak a little bit, and I didn't make them do all the speaking for me, which is why my German is really bad. Anyway, we got $22.50 for those, plus postage, and they're all going to Australia as well, so it's good to see someone else is going to get some use out of them. That is the grand total for everything that we sold over the past 10 days. Which is kind of crazy considering, say, we're on away mode. Really going to try and take eBay up a notch this new financial year. I'm going to get the store account. Going to really work on the promotions. Really want to get onto Whatnot. So I'm going to really start pushing their support team hard to get on there, because I think we've got some really cool stock that we can turn over there and give some people some really good deals. Okay, I'm going to get this packed up because I need to get it out the door today, and then I've got all the holiday washing and everything else to do. So, all right, it's good to be back. Feeling energized, ready for the new financial year after a bit of a break. Catch you next time. Hi all, back up. I'm just doing the posters and packaging for all the eBay orders that came through over the weekend. We had a pretty good weekend. A handful of orders come through, a couple of moldy orders, so that's nice to see. First up, we have Peacemaker in a hardcover trade paperback. This one is brand new, sealed in its little cellophane, which has helped it. Ended up taking an offer on this one. Probably could have got a little bit more. This one ended up going for $22.50 plus postage. I know everybody's finding the new postage from Ozpost, but some of the things seem a little bit cheaper actually, which works out pretty well. I think anything under 250 grams works out cheaper. So it's always just having a quick look to see if it's cheaper to use the prepaid envelopes or whether it's cheaper to do it in your own packaging. Next up, we've got a set of Avengers 7 comics. This is from volume 1. I think it's 361 through to 375, just random issues. All ordered. Ended up taking an offer of those $20 plus postage. They went, these are out of the 3,300 lot. So we're continuing to make good money on that lot as well. Next up is a single comic book sale, $3.80 plus postage for this. This is Supreme. This is from 1999, number 2. In fairly good condition for its age. Yeah, bread and butter for me. Easy to get out the door, make a little bit of profit. Next up, this guy had a big stack off me. I think there's 12 orders, but I think there was 19 or 18 comics. He says there's a bunch more that he's interested in as well. Fantastic Four. What else do we have in here? There's a bunch of Fantastic Four, a bunch of Avengers, some independent stuff. So Chicken Devil. What else? Assassin Nation. That one looks kind of cool. John Byrne's Next Men. This one's going to be a nice foil cover. That's kind of nice. Noctera, some more Avengers, a bit of Berserker, some 1 in 5 copies, so some new stuff. This one, the Cyblade Ghost Rider, man, I had this in the wrong section within my long boxes. It took me ages to find. I thought I didn't have it. I checked online. I knew I hadn't sold it. I knew I had 2 copies, so I got another one of these. So that I think that's been relisted already. If not, I'll get that relisted. Yeah, it took me ages to find, which was super annoying. But we found it in the end. Ended up doing $55 for that lot plus postage. Giving him a deal on the postage because it will fit in I think a medium envelope. So that's pretty cool, and hopefully he'll come back for some more if he's happy with the quality. Next up was a sale that's just come through. Got a couple of Wonder Woman lots here. Ended up going for about $65 plus postage. I haven't done the combined postage on this one yet. So they're all from volume 5, and I think it's issues 40 through 59, maybe a couple of missing issues. So I think that was, what's that, 6, 7, 8 plus 9, 17 copies there. So that was a good sale. Also, that was out of the 3,400 lot. So they continue to sell, and we're making really well into profit on that now. So a nice little selection of sales, all comic books. I've sent out a bunch of offers, slowly getting back into the swing of things. July's going to be down for me in terms of volume sales just because I had those couple of weeks off. But ready to get back into it now and really start pumping it out. Just a quickie, had another sale come through just while I was doing that big packing order. Ended up selling this Action comic Superman. This is volume 5, the booster shot, and a trade paperback. Quick and easy. This one went out for $15 plus postage, so that's pretty easy and a nice bit of profit there as well. All right, I think that'll be it for this evening. We'll check in tomorrow, hopefully some more sales. Hey everyone, a couple of sales overnight. Start off with this weird and wonderful thing. When I first started getting into reselling, I was picking up all kinds of weird and wonderful bits and pieces. I'm not sure how I ended up with this. I think it must have been part of another lot or something. It's a part of I don't know what it's part of, an Imaginext Apatosaurus battle armor saddle. Yeah, so it's been on my eBay store for ages. Ended up getting $5 plus postage. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare to pack, but it's out the door, and we'll make a few dollars profit on it. The only other sale we've had over the past 24 hours is Inferno Girl Red trade paperback, like new. Took an offer of $10.85 plus postage, so that's out the door as well. So I'll probably make $5 or $6 on that one as well. It's Tuesday. Had a few more sales overnight, and I've just been super busy. It's now 20 to 10. I'm just starting to do picking and packing. So, but yeah, we have got a few sales, which is pretty cool. Start off with R. Kelly. The R in R&B, the Greatest Hits video collection. So a DVD that I've had ages. Again, I don't sell a lot of DVDs, so it's good to see these starting to go out the door. $5 plus postage. I think that's off to the US or somewhere. Off to New Zealand, so some international postage to make us a little bit more profit on that. So that is nice. Next one, had a bit backwards and forwards on this one. I accepted an offer on it. Then the guy bought it, used the wrong address, so we had to cancel and reorder. Then had a good look at some of the other books that I've got. Ended up just buying this one. We did get $60 plus postage, which is pretty good. It's Batman, Gotham Shall Be Judged. Oh, hey everyone. Back again with another What's Sold after this long cold weekend here in Perth. Man, I think they said it's been the coldest winter here in 15 years. Man, can I feel it? Wind's blowing, it's cold. I say cold, it's probably like 7 or 8 degrees, but it's still cold for Australia. My blood's definitely thinned out since moving here 20 odd years ago now. Anyway, I had a few sales come through, which is pretty cool. I'm going to start off with these little Imaginext figures. They're like play school figures, I think. All these are Batman, I think maybe this one's X-Men. I think there's 6 of them in total. I picked these figures up from a junk lot, so it was out for bulk rubbish. So here in Australia you can put all your junk out, I think it's every 3 or 6 months, and then the council will come and take it away. And I found this big tub of toys, and these were in there. So 6 of those figures. I ended up getting $17.50 plus postage for something that cost me nothing, so it is all profit, so that's pretty cool. Next, we've got a stack of Superman comics. These are, what year was this? This is 97 to 2005 ranging. Volume 2, so from issue 1, 2, 3, I think the last one is 221. There's a few consecutive, and then a few that are not consecutive. Already good condition. This is out the 3400 lot, so these continue to sell for me. As I say, it's all profit now as well, so end up taking only 24, or 34. My eyeballs aren't working. $34 plus postage for those. Works out, I think, about $4 a piece, which is kind of what I'm selling comics for these days. What I do love about eBay is that we can sell pretty much anything. Out of the last storage unit, I don't know if you guys have, if I've posted that yet, but I picked up this wall hanging. I'm guessing it's like from Bali or something. I think is it Ganesha, one of the Indian, or I think it's one of the Indian gods, on a scroll type of thing. So it's paint on fabric. I really didn't think it'd sell, but it's probably one of the first things that's gone on to sell out of that unit. We ended up getting $15 plus postage for it, which is pretty cool. And it's good to see we're kind of slowly working our way towards profit on that unit. We've had a few bits and pieces out of this sell now. Still got all the pops, which is where I really want to make my money. So I really need to think about reducing the price on that to get us closer. Next up, and on the other end of the spectrum, we've got this vintage Command & Conquer Generals game for the PC CD-ROM. It's brand new, sealed. I bought it as a bulk lot of old PC games. In fact, I think I got them for free, and I gave the guys some money for charity, which is kind of cool. So I think $20 for a bunch of games. And we're getting $40 plus postage for this, which is pretty cool. Next up, again, out of the storage unit that I was just speaking about, we had these Fugglers. These seem to be fairly collectible. I think this is the second or third one I've sold now. This one did go for $10 plus postage. It's not in the best of conditions, but it is definitely saleable, and they're definitely collectible. So he's out the door for $10 plus postage. Now we've got another trade paperbacks. So the trade paperbacks still continue to sell for me into profit on these now as well. This one is the Silver Coin Volume 3. Seems to be a picture of a firefighter or something on the back. So yeah, so it looks like a fairly interesting comic, or whatever you want to call it, a graphic novel. This one ended up going for $11.87, so it must have been on an offer. Out the door. Last sale of the weekend so far. Still got a few more hours, so I might get some more sales, but again, out of a storage unit. This is an older storage unit I had. Here we have the program for Cirque du Soleil, and this one is Dralion. It also includes the cast crew and company book inside as a separate piece, and then the original tickets that went along when somebody went to see that. These are actually off to Japan, so I think it's my second sale to Japan, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't really think these would go on to sell, but I did end up getting $17.50 for this, which I think is pretty cool. And it won't cost too much to ship off either. We'll make a few dollars on the international postage. So yeah, a whole real selection of different bits and pieces this weekend. Really good to see the different things selling. It's good to see that, you know, having been away for 2 weeks and coming back off holiday mode hasn't really affected the sales. So we'll continue to list. I picked up a few more bits and pieces over the weekend from the thrift. We listed a whole bunch of stuff that I bought off Whatnot recently. So yeah, we're continuing to try and grow the store, and I really want to push on this year. All right, just a quickie. I did have another sale come through. Sold this sci-fi entertainment magazine. So it's sealed in poly bag. The cool thing is it's got a Rage cards in there, so a sealed pack of Rage cards, werewolf cards. This only listed it this afternoon, so it's maybe I undervalued it a little bit. But I bought this off Whatnot, off two Aussie thrifters. So thanks you guys for giving me a great deal. That was turned around straight out the door, $30 plus postage. I think my buy price was like $4 on that. So nice to see. We'll get out of the door. Quick, easy profit. Hi all, back again. Still freezing here in Perth. Oh, I can't wait for winter to be over now and get back into spring and things warm up a little bit more. Had a few sales over the past 24 hours. I'll take you through them now. Starting off with this Criminal Deluxe Edition Volume 3 in hardback, brand new, sealed, still got a cellophane wrapper on. Sold a few of these already. Ended up taking an offer of $47.50 plus postage. So that's a pretty good sale price for that one. This sale I'm not super happy about. Ended up taking quite a low offer on these. I took $18 for these 6 comics. It's the Nameless series. I believe it's a full set, issues 1 to 6, 2015. Don't know too much more about them, but I thought I might get a little bit more. This was out of one of the comic book lots I bought right at the start, so probably just broke even on those ones. So next up is a sale again. I'm a little bit disappointed about this one. It is one of the die-cast aircraft models that I had a whole bunch of. This is the F-117 Stealth. I don't know if it's a fighter or a bomber. Yeah, really nice little die-cast aircraft model. Comes with a little stand. I ended up getting, I think, $12. I think I took an offer of. Yeah, $12 plus postage, which I think is a bargain for that. Usually I'm selling them for about $15, $20, but did take an offer on that. We're willing to profit on these models, but I quite like this model. But $12 plus postage is out the door. Next sale is something a little bit random. I picked this up in an op shop a fair while ago now. It is a Raptors Rampage monster truck hat, which has been signed on the visor. I'm not really sure who signed it. I'm guessing it's the driver, or I think it just says Raptor and then a squiggle, so I'm guessing that's the guy's name who drives it. Hat's in quite nice condition. monstertruckaustralia.com. So I've had it for a while. $5 plus postage, probably break even on that one as well. Last but not least, another trade paperback, another hardback cover. This one isn't sealed, but it is brand new or in like new condition. Dit to Shrugged, the uncompromising life of the artist creator of Spider-Man and the rise of the Marvel Comics. So I think it's like an autobiography or a biography of the creator of Spider-Man. This is another good sale, $47.50 plus postage on that one. So I think the two trade paperbacks definitely saved the sales for overnight. But all it adds up, you know, it's another 150 odd bucks of sales, which is pretty good. All right, let's get these packed up, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a bit more profitable sales tomorrow. All right, next day, Had a couple more sales overnight. Still freezing, by the way. Ended up selling a few comic trade paperbacks. First of all, we've got this Red Sonja Ashcan edition, #1. It's ended up going for $9.50. Repeat buyer, which is always nice to see as well. Then the only other sale that we had that's been paid for is this couple of trade paperbacks. That Texas Blood, volumes 1 and 3 in soft cover. Again, took an offer on these, $25 plus postage, which I think is still pretty good for a pair of trade paperbacks. I think I've got a couple more that are waiting to be paid, and another guy said he was going to grab a couple of bits and pieces as well. So yeah, we should have a few more sales coming through over the next few days. Had a whole bunch of packing materials rock up today, which is good because I was out of pretty much everything. So that's cool. Yeah, let me get these packed away and shipped off. Morning everyone. I was out a bit late last night at a meeting, so I didn't get to do the post and packing last night, so I'm doing it this morning. Did my thermals last night. It's pretty cold. I'm kind of over winter now. Anyway, yeah, so I've packed up this one. I forgot to show it to you all. It was the Sandman trade paperback comic. Ended up getting 31 including postage. Nice, easy, quick sale out of the auction lot. Wrapped up about $17 profit, which is pretty cool. So that was wrapped up and posted.